confess. Saw you in the red dress. I can't seem to understand how you got all that finesse. Still been running in circles inside my head. Wasn't looking for love, but baby, I found you instead.
What's up, guys? Dubbing, happy birthday, man. I already said it like a million times, but I'm gonna keep saying it as long it's your birthday. I'm gonna keep saying it. What's up, guys? Let's turn off the music here. Intro music. What's up, guys? Hello, hello. What's up, radio? All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, Radio blah blah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another live cooking show on Dubbing's birthday. Special treatment for you today, Dubbing. Because I can tell you right now, Dubbing, Bayonet Friday is on tonight. Yesterday I said like I don't know for sure yet, but it's on. So you'll have your Bayonet Friday, Dubbing. How's everybody doing today? I know Dubbing is mighty fine. He got himself some whiskey. I saw that. How's Cupcut doing? How's radio doing? Thanks for tuning in again, guys. Appreciate it. Janusko is here as well. What's up, Janusko? Janusko got robbed from his chickens last night by Tankbuster. I'm good, Cupcut. Thanks for asking. Janusko is here. Time to light up cigars and zombies. Good, just chilling. I need to ask what the website again for your overlays. I'm using To create overlays and alerts, I'm using Stream Elements. Stream Elements. That's where I create it, and then I integrate that into Lightstream. I'm streaming straight from my Xbox, so I'm not using capture card. And there's another way. A friend of mine told me there's another way to have overlays and such when you're streaming from console, but he haven't like explained it to me yet. Another way is the way I'm doing it, and that's with Lightstream. But that's just to like have the overlays. You can also create overlays in Lightstream, but I recommend using Stream Elements because you can make like fancy overlays, nice alerts. You know, when somebody follows, you can see the chicken and all the emotes. That's everything like that is like created in Stream Elements. Stream Elements is for free. Lightstream isn't. You have to pay like a monthly fee for that. But you got different kinds of subscriptions depending on how many frames per second you want, how big your resolution you want to be. You know, if you want to broadcast in 720 or 1080, you got different subscriptions for Lightstream.
It's Comrade Kemi joining in. You know, Comrade Kemi, he can kill grizzly bear with bare hands like Comrade Putin does.
Streamlabs Prime is awesome too. Is that for console streamers too, Kami? Like if you don't have like a capture card? Yes, Yanusko. Tonight, Bayonet Friday. It's been a while.
Hello, comrade.
They dropped a Mother Russia challenge on me yesterday, Kami. So I had to speak with the Russian accent, but I'm not quite good at it as you are. I do my best. I do my best. It's also without capture card. Oh, nice. Streamlabs Prime. It is. But I bet because it says Prime, you gotta pay like a fee as well, right? We were struggling last night on Warzone. I stayed up and kept playing it until like 4 a.m. or so. It was crazy. Kami does the Russian love perfectly. Nobody does it like Kami. He got people in his chat actually thinking he's from Russia. That's how good he is. Oh, with Streamlabs you do need a PC or capture card. Okay, check. So then Lightstream it is if you're streaming from console radio. And there's something else, but I still need to wait for my friend to explain that to me. He found another way. And I don't know if you guys know Infinity, the Irish bastard. He's doing it on a different way as well. I think something with a companion app from Xbox or something. I'm not sure, but he's doing it in a different way too. He's streaming straight from his Xbox as well without the capture card. So I guess there are three ways to do it, but only one of those I'm like certain of. Like that's how to do it. Without further ado, live cooking episode 61, I believe. Yes, we're gonna stick with the Asian food, guys. Last time we did the pumpkin curry, the yellow pumpkin curry. Well, not yellow pumpkin, yellow curry with pumpkin. That was the one. Today we're gonna make a vegetable bowl with all different kinds of vegetables, but we're also gonna add some crunchy chicken to that. Asian. Yeah, I had like a lot of positive feedback from the last cooking show, so I decided to stick with the Asian. Also, I felt like eating some more Asian food myself, so here we are. Let's have a look at the ingredients. I'm gonna toss the camera around, guys, so we can take a look at the ingredients. You can already see it over here. Lots of ingredients in this one, so you can say it is slightly more advanced recipe. You don't have to do a lot of technical stuff on this one, but yeah, you got a lot of ingredients. Let's have a look, shall we? So here are the veggies. Look at that. Gonna have some rice with it, not too much. Like the vegetables and the chicken are gonna fill up the most part of the dish, so we're gonna have a little bit of rice with that. I got some carrots. In Dutch we say winterpeen, winter carrot. De camera staat naar beneden hoor. So we're gonna add that. I got some mushrooms, chestnut mushrooms to be precise. They were just as like they cost the same as regular mushrooms, so I went ahead and took the chestnut mushrooms. Very delicious. I got some regular green beans over here. We're gonna add that. We got some Bok Choy, or on Google it said Bok Choy. Bok Choy. Amazing Peter would say Bok Choy. Funny guy. I got a regular onion. I got some spring onions over here. I got a nice looking, look at that. Sweet pepper. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I have some leftover Beansprouts. They're still in the fridge. I don't want to take them out yet, because as soon as you do, they start getting all brownish and such. That's it for the veggies. We're gonna make a breadcrumb, or I already have like a breadcrumb over here, but we're gonna slice this up and like deep fry it in some sunflower oil. Also gonna add some flavor to that, of course. So we're gonna have nice crunchy chicken in the bowl. It's gonna be lovely. For some extra flavoring, I'm gonna stir fry the veggies in some sesame oil. Don't use too much of that, because it's like really got intense flavor. If you use too much, you only taste sesame, and that won't be nice. I got some soya sauce over here, salty and sweet at the same time. Very lovely. Sunflower oil. I'm gonna use that to deep fry the chicken in. Of course, you can just use like animal fat frying, but I don't like that. I want to keep it kind of natural, you know. Some fresh parsley to kind of top it off and garnish it, make it look good. And we're gonna add a boiled egg to it as well. So once the dish is ready, it's gonna look absolutely amazing. We're gonna use one egg to batter the chicken with. We'll get to that soon. Let's catch up with chat here. Goat curry is the bomb as well. Goat curry? Goat curry. You mean like you eat a goat? Hey Marijke, hallo. Alles goed? One veggie bowl, thirst it down with a little vodka. Great time, comrades. Kami, he eats and drinks everything with vodka. Like when he was born, his mother didn't breastfeed him. He just got straight up vodka as a baby. Bok choy is cabbage. Good question. I actually don't know that, Dubbing. I actually don't know that. Do you guys have morel mushrooms in Europe? I don't know. That might translate different to my language. When it comes to names for ingredients and products you can eat, it varies a lot. Like, for example, if you take an eggplant, some people call it eggplant, and other people would call it aubergine, you know? Let me look it up real quick what it is. Morel mushrooms. Mushrooms. Let's see what Google says. Maurice. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's not being used a lot. Maybe in the fancy restaurants, but not. I don't think the average household. Oh, hold on, there's a little bit too much lighting here. I don't think the average household would use that. I never used it before. I never cooked with that. On a professional level or on a domestic level. Never used that. My favorite mushrooms are these, the chestnut mushrooms. Those are my favorites. All right, so we're gonna start off with cutting the veggies. Let's do that first. So let's make some room. Also, I'm gonna put on a pan of water because I need to boil the carrot and the green beans first. So I'm gonna start off with that. Also, I preheated my oven because after I deep fried the chicken for a bit, I'm gonna do the rest of the baking inside the oven. So I'm got my pan of water activated over there. So let's start off with cutting the veggies here. I need like a bowl to put it in. Put some stuff aside. Thankfully I got enough space on my hand in this kitchen, so that's good. I want to say thanks to everybody dropping by today. I appreciate it a lot, guys. I was kind of afraid that maybe after last night doing Call of Duty Warzone, I offended some people over here, and they might not be coming back anymore after that. They're like really disappointed in me. I'm saving 2 of the leaves of the bok choy. I'm gonna boil that. The rest goes into the stir frying pan once we start baking the veggies, just to like have a nice touch on your plate. You know, you can kind of put it in your bowl like this, or I got a big plate, by the way, like that. You know, put all the veggies, make it look good. You know, the eye needs to be feasted as well. Let's see, where can I put this? Like that. Here in Montana, bro, they are very rare and hard mushroom to find and pick. They give lots of flavor in cooking, very expensive to buy, similar to those chocolate truffles in rarity. Yes, yes, that's the reason why it's not being used on a domestic level. At least not over here, you know. Some chestnut mushrooms. I don't think well, I know for sure I never prepared it in my life. I know that for a fact. But I'm thinking if I ever ate those. I don't think I ate them either. I don't think I ever saw them laying around in the supermarket as well. Maybe at the Albert Heijn. That's like one of the more luxury supermarkets over here, if you will. Sort of. So, cut the onion. So everything that's being stir-fried later on, I'm cutting that right now. The rest, I'm gonna boil that and add it right in the end, like mix it up through the rest. I think to come back at the Bayonet Friday conversation, I think I'll be starting around like 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. So that's like 8 p.m. for you, dubbing. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. It all depends on, my other half that lives here. For sure, dude. If I could send you a pound of them, wonder if that's legal. Well, you can send food to Europe, but if it's not from Europe, you have to like pay an extra tax fee because the European Union kind of trying to let the inner countries and the inner companies go first with that, you know. Maybe add a little bit more light. It's getting kind of dark here. Like that, maybe. Alright. Is that better? Let's see. I have to switch my... Yeah, that's better. I can always, like, reduce the lightning again. Or increase it. So much more options in this kitchen, guys. Only kind of markets I have seen them on are like People's Market. Invasive species. Yeah, as a consumer, you'll definitely like notice that, you know, everything that's outside, being imported outside the European Union is way more expensive than stuff that is being grown inside the European Union. Got the sweet bell pepper over here, lovely, very nice, cheap too, but pretty good quality, if you ask me. I'm looking so much forward to this recipe, eating this. I was thinking about it all afternoon, like, oh, tonight I'm gonna eat a lovely, lovely dish. And my stomach, you guys probably can't hear it, but my stomach is already like making noises right now. Like telling me like, I need to eat this as soon as possible, Jamona. Hurry the fuck up. How was the rest of your birthday stream, Kami? Did you manage to fix the issue you were having? I remember we were playing and your stream was like running really smooth the whole time, and all of a sudden it kind of started lagging and being a dickhead. I want to send some Mr. Brown's seasoning to you, Jem. It's good on fish meats, all sorts, and other required. Oh, I'm always accepting gifts, Dubbing. Always. I don't mind giving you my address. On the other hand, though, I got, like, when it comes to, like, spices and such. So I got this one over here. It's like dried spices. And I got more dried spices. I got the fancy special ones too, like this one. It's like a Moroccan kind of. Oh. Masala. What's this? Baharat. But yeah. You can never have enough ingredients that bring extra flavor to your dish. Jem, are you going to be sinning on that new Warsaw map coming in like 5 days? I will keep on sinning, Kami. I do already kind of decided that I won't be streaming it all that much. I want to kind of stick to my main plan. So I'll be mostly playing it offline, off stream, you know? Ever tried Himalaya pink salt? Yes, I did, Kami. It looks great, tastes great, it's a good product. As a matter of fact, it's not too long ago I used up the last bit I had. But in this smaller town I'm living in right now, the smaller supermarkets that are here, they don't sell something like that. I have to go to a different town to get that. It's a really nice product. Looks amazing too. It is intense flavor. Oh, you mean Mr. Brown seasoning? We had some good games until we realized the time. Yes, you were up late as well, dubbing. We were. It's like, oh shit! Turns out it's 4 a.m. right now. Maybe we should go to bed. Yes, that sounds like a plan. And I must honestly say, dubbing, I wasn't all that tired yet either. I could easily like continue for another hour or two. But I had to do other stuff today as well, so I didn't want to wake up all that late because I was going to bed really late, you know. But tonight we'll be doing Battlefield again, our main jam over at the channel here, along with the cooking shows. So we're gonna briefly boil these green beans in the water for like 4 minutes. Blancheren, blanch, I think it translates to blanching. Like cook your veggies really short. Dutch people got a bad habit of boiling vegetables really long. I absolutely hate that. I want to. I still want to have a bite, you know. Like soft beans, they still need a bite, you know. Is it expensive there? What do you mean? The pink salt? Yeah, you pay. Of course, you pay more for it than regular salt. I don't think it's like really expensive or something, but it is more expensive than regular salt. You can say that. But it's kind of with everything in food, you know. Maybe if you think it's worth it, because eating food, especially good food, it's an experience. So um, even though your product you're using might be expensive, if you start eating it and you're like, oh man, this is such a nice little recipe or product I'm eating right now, then you could say it's worth it. And then automatically it doesn't become expensive, you know? It's all about what you think is worth it. The pink salt, the Himalaya salt, it's so good. I think it's worth the price for sure. Nice vegetable mix over here. So I'm gonna do the carrot fancy way. I'm gonna peel off the skin first. This is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. Do you say winter carrot as well in English? Like we say winterwortel or winterpeen. Do you say winter carrot as well, or you call it differently? You like it a little bit crunchy too? Exactly, man. Exactly. I don't like these hard-boiled vegetables, especially with stuff like beans or carrots. It still needs to be like a little bit crunchy, you know? Okay. Cutting off the ends like that. There's a little nasty looking part over here, so I'm gonna throw that away. Random mic disconnect. Um, Pink salt here is about 1 pound 50. But how many grams do you get, dubbing for that? Fun fact, you can bite your pinky finger off easy as you bite through a carrot. Shit. The water has started boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead and boil these green beans for like 4 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna cut the carrot a fancy way. If you don't want to go through all like making it look fancy, and you can just go ahead and cut up everything like regularly. It will still taste the same, of course, but I'm going for the looks this time around. I think if your cutting skills or the way you cut your vegetables and everything, a dish can automatically look even more delicious than when you just go like freaking wrecking ball style cutting style, you know? Hold on, I got a nasty part at the end over here. Let's cut that off. I only settle for the best. So you got these like straws. If you want to go really, really sophisticated with the looks of your cutting, here's a tip. You can do this with nearly every type of vegetable. If you would have a bowl, put in some water and a lot of ice cubes and let it like put the carrot in and just let it stay in there for like 20 minutes or so. Then because of the cold, your carrot will start curling. You get like these curly, swirly carrots, and then it looks even better. You can do this with bell pepper, well, almost any kind of veggie. But especially it works really good with carrots and bell pepper or sweet pepper. All you need is a bowl with water and a lot of ice cubes. So this last part is tricky because you don't want to peel off your own skin. So I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. So what I usually do if I cut the carrot like this, the last piece, I'm just going to eat that like that, raw, nice and crunchy. Healthy too. We got a new top 10 after last night. Tankbuster unleashed the fox on UNESCO. I can see UNESCO is still in the top 10 though. Nice. Dubbing, by the way, guys, has set a new all-time record with most chickens peaked. In the past, there was nobody else that had this amount of chickens before. The record was always by Mac. But as of recently, Dubbing broke that record. Now on, let's see, nearly 1.7 million chickens. Damn, Dubbing. Greedy motherfucker. You know, Dubbing. Also, with the chickens, sharing is caring. I mean, you can afford it. Sippy is number two. He doesn't even have 1 million. You got more than double the amount Sippy does. But yet again, we're only at week 9 and the season has 21 weeks. So remember, whoever gets the most chickens at the end of week 21, when the season ends, gets to pick a t-shirt from the merch store for free. So far, Dubbing is looking, he's gonna win it. But on the other hand, we got a lot of weeks to go before the season ends. So anything can happen.
Just like in Verdansk, anything can happen. It can rain. It can have sunshine. You can kill people with bare hands. You can shoot them. You can use throwing knife. Whatever you want. Anything can happen.
See, dubbing, I listened. I listened. I added another hint. I like raw carrot. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, we got that ready. We're gonna do the same with the green beans. First I'm gonna wait for the green beans to be boiled. Then I'm gonna add these as well. I'm gonna boil that for about 4 minutes as well. I'm gonna take a sip of my lemonade. Ah, shit. He just did it again. Seems like that one hint was more than enough. He did it again. How many chickens do you got right now, dubbing? Unlocking chicken arc again. I think you're now above Iron Neptune with unlocking chicken arcs. Let's have a look real quick. No, not yet. So this is your 5th time, I believe. Let's have a look. Congratulations, dubbing. Oh no, Neptune is still ahead of you. 6 times, you unlocked it 5 times. So next time you manage to unlock it, you guys are leveled. I'm gonna take out the green beans. Doing this off cam for a second. We'll switch the camera around when we start baking stuff. Got the beans over here. Now I'm gonna add the carrot to the same pan of water. And afterwards I'm not gonna throw away the water, because I'm gonna use that to boil the rice in. 5 in a row, let's go. GG's. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the garnishing, topping for our dish. Some spring onions. Just have that ready once everything is done, you know. Like that. Got some parsley over here, but this is like not the curly one. This is like the flat one. Like the curly one, the curly parsley, that's like really fresh. And the flat one, that's more like almost kind of like celery, if you will. Got more earthy taste to it. It suits this dish better than the curly one. Give the 150 chickens to a random. Well, you have to do that yourself, man. How many chickens were there in the chicken arc? 150. Oh, damn. Alright, so we got the garnishing. What's that? Oh, it's just a piece of carrot. Never mind. We got the garnishing ready. We got the vegetables ready. I'm also saving up some like uncut parsley to top it up. It's time to start with the chicken. So first, I'm gonna cut the chickens. The chicken fillet, chicken breast. There you go. You got to do that yourself. What you also can do is like give everybody here right now a little bit each. The command is like exclamation mark give, and then tag the person you want to give it to, and then add the amount afterwards. So it's like exclamation mark give fewer, add fewer amount of chickens. Alright. Shall I add 150 myself? What you mean? You want to give another 150 to yourself? That's rude. You just got it, and now you want to give even more to yourself? That's cheating. So if you have a frying pan, you can use that. I don't have that. So what I usually do when I want to deep fry something, just take a pan like these and add sunflower oil to it and heat that up. A little bit more. All right. We'll switch to the other angle in a bit so you guys can see what I'm baking and such. It hasn't been added yet. I'm sure it is, because right now you got 133. No, wait, 1.8. And like right before you unlock the chicken arc, you had, let's see, where is it? 1.6 something it was. I'm sure it has been added. It has, yes. There you go. So I'm gonna put a chicken in the bowl over here. I also have to keep an eye out on the carrot. I need some flour. And I need, this is Cajun spices. It's like a mix of different kinds of spices. Let's see, chili pepper, garlic powder, black pepper, coriander, ginger, white pepper, cumin, or a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know what the translation is. It's like a nice mix. Add that to the chicken. Oh, that's like the last of my Cajun herbs. Aww. Do we need more lightning again? Yes, a little bit. Alright. Some flour. Mix it up. In the meantime, gotta take out the carrot here. Put the fire on low. So I got my green beans and carrot ready. Let's get back to the chicken. I don't need my cutting board anymore, I believe. No. That's it for the cutting board. Always a good thing. Put it in the dishwasher like that. Don't need that anymore. Voila. Hold on, I need to clean my working space real fast. Gotta step it up a little bit because it's becoming darker outside. Alright, so this is like Cajun and flour. In the meantime, the sunflower oil is heating up. So, next step with the chicken. I'm gonna take one egg. I just want the egg white. And in the other bowl over here, I'm gonna put the breadcrumbs. If you want to go really fancy, you can make the breadcrumbs yourself from some old bread or something. And I need a third bowl where I can put the final product in. Now I gotta roll up my sleeve here real quick. Put the chicken inside the egg. Mix it up. I need a little bit more flour here. Where did I put it? Found it. Now, gonna toss that through the breadcrumbs. The egg came out the chicken. Now you're putting the egg back on the chicken. Yes. The egg is for that the breadcrumbs stick to the chicken. I used to do this a lot back at work. Not this particular recipe, but like we had a recipe, a dish on our menu uh, where we did the crunchy chicken as well. And it was a very popular dish on the menu. So this is only like a slight amount of what I would used to do on one day. I had to do like 4 kilos every day of this, 4 kilos of chicken. It was really popular, that this dish. A little bit more breadcrumbs. The only difference there was that we made the breadcrumbs ourselves as well. Yeah, dirty fingers. All right. My mouth is watering already. Oh shit, that's a good sign. That's what I like to hear, dubbing. And we haven't even finished yet. That's a good sign. Washing my hands real quick. All right. Look at all those lovely ingredients. So I'm checking if the sunflower oil is hot enough. I think so. So it's time to move the camera. But first, before I do that, I need to prepare something, because I can't deep fry all the chicken at once. So what you do is like take a piece of kitchen towel or paper that will soak up all the oil after you fried it. Otherwise, it won't be crunchy at all. Yes, camera time. Alright. Look away if you suffer from motion sickness. So, right here I still got the water where I boiled the veggies in. And right here I got the pan with sunflower oil. Can't I flip it a little bit more over here? Yes, like that. Oh. Hold on, it's becoming dark outside, so I need to make some more lightning for myself, not for you guys, for myself. Because I can't see shit. Seems hot enough. So this won't fit in the pan all at once, so I have to like fry them like in portions. Alright, let's put the first batch in. I'm also gonna start boiling the water again for the rice. And this pan over here, that's for the eggs. I'm gonna start boiling some water for that as well. Don't fry them too long. As you saw before, I didn't like make all too much big of a chunks. As you can see, that's enough. Because we're gonna do the rest of the baking inside the oven. So it won't become like all too deep fried like. I don't like the taste of that, you know. Also, the sunflower oil is perfect for this. Instead of using the classic animal fat. Lovely. Oh, this is going to be great, guys. Ooh-wee. Who's still here with me? I know dubbing is. Mr. Birthday Boy. This is a perfect solution if you don't have a frying pan. You just create your own frying pan, you know. Radio is still present. Appreciate it, Radio. Legend. Did we get a shouty out yet for Mr. Radio over here? He's been eager to play some Warzone with me. We'll get those games in. Appreciate the lurk, Radio. Here, have a shouty in return. Let's go. You're gonna send the missus to the shop for ingredients? You mean for this recipe, Radio? I mean dubbing. Not Radio. I mean dubbing. Oh, nice! Oh, shit, man. So you're gonna eat this tonight as well? Yeah, my bad. You know why I fucked up on that, Radio? Because you both are equally awesome. That's where I get confused, you know? If she goes. Tell her that she has to, because it's your birthday. If she's like, no, I'm not gonna do that, then you go like, oh, but it's my birthday. You know, Ice Cube voice. I can't imitate that, but I know what you mean. In goes the rice. Once it starts boiling again, this particular rice has to boil for 10 minutes. Then you gotta drain it, and then you gotta put a lid on it and wait another 10 minutes, and then you have perfect rice. Alright. Another batch of crunchy chicken ready. I mean, she can take out some of the ingredients. You don't have to use all those ingredients because it's like quite a lot of ingredients, you know. Next batch. As you can see, the fat is less hot now, so I'm gonna turn up the heat again. So the rice has started to boil again. Gonna boil that for 10 minutes, then drain the water, put the lid on it, wait for another 10 minutes. So that means this dish will be ready in 20 minutes, because the rice is like the last thing you do. She said she's gonna switch off the internet if we carry on. I honestly think she already did that last night when you got lost connection, dubbing. She's like, fuck man, go to bed, dubbing. I'm turning off the freaking internet right now. Three times. Yeah, it happened 3 times. I know. She did it like 3 times. But why did she plug it back in then each time? Maybe she was hoping he would get the hint. Always. By the way, you're on PlayStation, right? Radio. I mean, it doesn't really matter with Warzone and Call of Duty. You can play it cross-platform. But if you're on PlayStation, I need like an Activision account, so I can add you. Or did we already do that? Not sure. If not, you can whisper it to me. Or you could just put it down in chat. That's up to you. If you don't want anybody to see that except me, then you should whisper it to me. So I can add you. Dubbing might be moving to the dark side for a few games. Damn, Dubbing is gonna play Battlefield and Call of Duty on the same night. Oh wait, I did the same last night. I collected all the comments in chat yesterday night. And made like a post on Instagram. Like combined all those comments in one screenshot. There was like I thought this was a Battlefield only channel, and I'm so disappointed right now. What's being said? Someone please poke me. Am I dreaming? Stuff like that. Yeah, I think you were the one who said. I thought this was a Battlefield only one. Alright. Hold on, I have to copy paste that into a note. Otherwise I have to look it back up the stream, like trying to find it again. Let's see. Notes. Copy paste. Yes, got it. Thanks, Radio. Got you. We don't necessarily have to do the Warzone, We can also do the regular multiplayer if you're down, like Cyber Attack or... Not a fan of those quick game modes. Like those LSD game modes where everybody runs around like they're on crack or something. Like Team Deathmatch and such. Not a fan of that. That goes way too fast for me, Alright, last batch of chicken goes into my oil. Dubbing is logging in now to add Radio. Let's go. Yeah, I have to do that tonight. I will do that before I start my Battlefield sessions. Oh, so Modern Warfare is on your Xbox. Oh, then the whole Activision thingy is not needed. We can just add each other through Xbox, just like the gamer tag. Yeah, that's right, Radio. But the good thing about it, Radio, you can already like fuck around with it, I believe. Or maybe they changed that. Like back in the days, it was like before you would like pay for it and get your subscription, you could already like use and create everything. And once you were like ready to use it, then you started your subscription. I don't know if that's still the case. I hope so. It was a good feature because then you can already get to know the program and how everything works, and also already create everything. Like back in those days too, there were a lot of issues. I had like at least 1 or 2 times a week there were issues where the stream didn't work, the overlays didn't work. I got like black screens and such. But last November, at the end of last November, they did like a major update, and ever since it's been working really flawless. I haven't got any issues whatsoever after that. I got the lowest subscription right now, the 720 with the 30 frames per second. I did switch to the 1080 subscription for a couple of months at the end of 2020, but my older Xbox couldn't handle that, so I downgraded it again back to 720, which may be for the best too, because a lot of mobile devices, they don't support 1080 videos. So a lot of viewers couldn't see anything unless they like lowered the latency on the video. So I think 720 is always the best way to go. I'm gonna do the 720 60 frames per second. Nice. What kind of Xbox do you have, Radio? Because if you have the older Xbox One, that won't be able to handle that 60 frames per second. Only the newer Xbox will handle that. Alright, last batch of chicken is ready. Woo! Crunchy chicken, guys. Let's take off the fire. Oh, wrong one. Shit. I turned off the rice instead. My bad. Alright. Oh, you got a PS4. Huh? Now I'm totally confused. I thought you mentioned just now that you played Warzone on Xbox. Or did I misread that then? Oh, wait. I understand now. You used to play it on your Xbox, but then it took a crap on you, and then you got the PlayStation. Check. I don't know about the PS4. You have to look up the specifics on that first. You have to look up the specifics on that first if you want to know if your PlayStation 4 can handle the 60 frames per second. It probably will. I think it's got a better processor than the Xbox. It's 60. Alright, then you should be good. So the chicken over here is ready. So I'm gonna grab an oven plate, because for the last part I will put the chicken inside the oven. Let's switch this camera around again. The note with your Activision is in the way. Also, let's add the eggs first to the water. It's about to boil here. I need like a, let's see. There you go. Actually, I don't need to flip the camera. I'm just gonna do it like this. So, oven plate, chicken. You know what would be great right now? If you would add some pink Himalaya salt to that. The thing we just talked about. Like, top it off right now and then put it in the oven. That would be awesome. I mean, Himalayas are in Asia too, so it could work. Right, we don't need that anymore. I'm putting some stuff in the dishwasher real quick to make more room for myself. Clean up a little bit. Let's take this dangerous pan of hot oil away as well. I'm actually gonna put the eggs on the back fire in the back because that's like a more powerful one. Look, this is like a tiny one. That's what she said. Those kind of comments makes me have to put the restriction for kids on YouTube on yes. Because I make those kind of comments. Is this video made for kids? No, it's not. Alright, time to heat up the stir frying pan, because we're getting close now. You waited 4 months to get repaired? Oh shit. I bet that was because it had to travel around a lot. I think over here in Europe, they repair it in Germany, I believe. That's probably why it took so long. They had to send it to Germany for you. Oh, damn. Why didn't it work? Oh, I know why it didn't work. Dubbing. First, you gotta do the exclamation mark give, then the person you're giving it to, and then the amount. So you have to switch radio's name and the 100k around. It's basically like you would say it in a sentence. I give radio 100,000 chickens. So you gotta swap the amount and his name. There you go. Still doesn't work? Why you do this, Chuck? Is Chuck taking a nap again? No, he's not. Let me check here. I have to wait until the pan heats up anyway. Why is it not working? It should work. Let me try it. Let me try it. Oh, yeah, I know. You have to remove the dot between the 100. It doesn't pick it up like that. I know that's correct way to spell it with the dot in between, but you have to remove that. Yeah, I'm Dutch, radio. I'm greedy. I'm really greedy. So don't type it like this, but type it like this, dubbing. There you go. There you go. I mean, Chuck the Chicken, he's like really precise, you know? Grumpy, precise, and an absolute dick twat. So you gotta be precise when it comes to trying to communicate with Chuck the Chicken. So the rice needs to be drained right now. Oh, I didn't turn on the fire for the... Fuck. I thought I did. Apparently I didn't. That's alright. we can drain the rice here. Again, I'm not gonna throw away the water of it, because I still need to shortly cook those 2 bok choy leaves. So I got some extra water here. The camera is gonna probably struggle right now because of the steam. He handles itself. Good camera, I'm proud of you. Alright, put the rice back in the pan like that. This is also the moment I'm gonna put in the chicken in the oven to do the last part of baking on that. Here it goes. Putting it in the oven. It's set to 180 degrees, but I'm gonna do something really weird. I'm gonna turn off the oven right now. So it's basically just to keep it warm and do a little bit more baking, because it's already cooked properly, you know. Now I'm looking for the lid of my pan. Oh, big noises. This is not the right one. This is not the right one either, I believe. Oh, it is. There you go. Let that rice rest for another 10 minutes. On IG, you send a friend request for Warzone. I'll be on a bit around 11 a.m. my time. You might want to explain to Dubbing what time that is for him. He's in the UK. I will add you on Xbox, can't add on PC. Oh yeah, you gotta be on the Xbox for that. I want this pan to go away. Go away, sir! Also, the stir-frying pan. It's hot enough right now. So we're gonna start baking the veggies. I need to reboil this water over here. So, I got the sesame oil. Damn. They sure sealed this properly. God damn. Will be 7 around dubbing. Alright. See how hot this pan is? That's just what we need. Oh, the smell of the sesame oil. Oh, lovely. I need to turn up the... Hold on, guys. Too much heat in my kitchen. In goes the veggies. He does have a mic, but you gotta be sure he doesn't have to charge it. Otherwise, you'll be hearing fridge noises all night. I'm pulling your leg, dubbing. You know I love you. I'm going to buy some batteries so you. But what do you use right now then, dubbing? Or do you use like regular batteries? You charge. In the meantime, cleaning up some stuff again. We're getting close to the end, guys. This is the end. I use a battery pack, but I think it's dying as it needs charge. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's the case, dubbing, because it's like eventually they like kind of improved those plain charge kits. But I remember back in the days that like the older version of plain charge kits, everybody had the same deal, the same issue. Once you plug it in, you hear the buzzing noise. So it's not really you can do something about, except for like maybe getting the newer version of it. But that was like a thing, where it just made that sound. It was only a cheap one. There you go. That's probably the reason. Because I'm using a plain charge kit myself, and I never heard somebody like saying, "Oh, it makes buzzy noises when you plug it in." Also, once I got my controller fully charged with the plain charge kit, the next time I need to plug it in again, it's like it can go on 10 hours straight before I have to plug in the cable again to charge it. My dishwasher is quite full, is quite full, is quite full. My dishwasher is quite full. Oh can I make it fit? Oh can I don't think, oh shit. Alright, in goes the green beans and the carrot as well. Like that, whoo. My dishwasher is completely full right now. Let's put that on. Ah shit, I forgot to buy these tablets for the dishwasher. I still got 1, 2, 3 left. Alright, I can run through 3 more programs. Gotta get the new tablet tomorrow. Man, I understand that a lot of people don't like cooking, but yeah, I do, and man, I'm so much enjoying myself right now making this recipe. Just looking at all those colors and ingredients, the crunchy chicken. Oh shit. Alright, so that's that. Now, I got the soya sauce over here. Let's see how this works. Oh, there you go. All these different types of packages. When you're doing your stream, do you watch the Lightstream website or do you watch the Twitch stream? When I'm doing cooking shows, I have to, well, no, I always have to open up Lightstream. Because I don't have my camera plugged into my Xbox. I have my camera plugged into my laptop. If I would turn off Lightstream right now, if I would close the web page, it will also automatically turn off the camera. So I have to have Lightstream open. If you decide to plug in your camera into your Xbox, which I don't recommend because you get a lot of errors and that doesn't work, even though you bought a camera where Microsoft says that's a camera we recommend, because on the Microsoft website you can get a list of recommended cameras. It's 9 out of 10 times it's not working if you plug it into your Xbox. So I have to have my Lightstream open. If you're not gonna use a camera yet, then you don't necessarily have to open up Lightstream in your web browser in order to make it work, you know. Some soya sauce in that. Oh, the smell, the smell, the smell. Delicious. I kind of boiled the carrot too long because all my beautifully cut carrot is now like broken, and maybe I should have waited with adding that to the pan. Eggs are boiled. I'm gonna take that off. So for console gameplay, you just run Twitch. Also, I'm keeping the tab open on that because also with the game streams, with the regular streams, so not the cooking shows, I'm also using the camera plugged into my laptop. Another advantage with that is that you get to choose how large you want the camera to be. With the Twitch app, you can only choose the location of your camera on your screen. You can't like reduce or increase size, you know? For example, because I got it plugged in into my laptop right now, I can do stuff like these. Hold on, I'll show you. See? Make it bigger again. You can't do that. You can't do that if you're got it plugged into your Xbox. So for console, let's see. But without the camera per se, if you're not using the camera, then you don't have to open up Lightstream in your web browser. Because if you stream from your Xbox, you have to select the Lightstream option in the Twitch app, you know, where you set up your stream. And like Twitch will automatically send that feed to Lightstream. And then Lightstream sends it back to Twitch, you know. Only thing is, if you got multiple scenes, like a be right back screen or a starting screen or whatever, you know, you still, if you want to switch between those scenes during your stream, then of course you have to open Lightstream in your web browser because you got to select the scene, you know. It does asks a lot from your CPU. Like the Lightstream in the web browser, even though it's like sort of cloud-based because you're running it through your web browser. You don't have a program installed or anything. But as soon as you open up Lightstream, especially when you're live, it demands a lot from your CPU. Even though it's like not an installed program on your computer, you know. It's just it's not the most ideal way to have your overlays and such. But it's a good temporary solution until you get yourself a capture card and a decent computer to stream on, you know? It's like a really good temporary solution. Especially now, since it seems that all the issues they had before are gone. Like I said before, last time I had an issue was back in November 2020 with Lightstream. So I'm gonna briefly boil these 2 leaves from the Bok Choy. There you go. And then we're gonna get ready for decoration. I'm gonna put everything on the plate. In the meantime, I'm gonna peel the egg. Let's see. So yeah, I'm happy to help you with more question radio. You know where to find me. I'm happy to help you out, man. I mean, I've been there myself at one point, and I was also depending on people explaining it to me. Had to find out a lot myself as well. But I'm still kind of fresh as a streamer. I started streaming like back on Mixer. I think it was July 2019. Yeah, July 2019. That's when I started streaming. I had to go through everything myself as well. I'm sure you already know a lot about it, but when it comes to new stuff, for you at least, like Lightstream, you know, if I know the answer, I'm happy to help. If I don't know the answer, I will also say it like, oh, I can't help you with that, you know. But so far you didn't ask anything yet that I didn't know. All right, we're about ready, I guess. Time to prepare our plates. Be right back. Gonna get ready for a Skype interview. Oh shit! Good luck, man. I heard a song the other day. I thought, I bet Ant remembers. Huh? What? Well, that's a conversation between you guys, I guess. Alright, decoration time. Let's start off with the missus's plate. And how's the chicken going? Nice. As high as we can get, Wu-Tang Clan. Is that like an older song or a newer song? Ooh, it's dark in the living room. Holy shit. Let's turn on some lights. Like that. Put down some forks and knives for the missus. And for myself, of course. Alright. Let's start off with preparing the first plate. So let's switch this camera around again. First take out the chicken. Crunchy, crunchy chicken. So, we got the rice over here. Some rice. some veggies with sesame oil and soya sauce. We got the briefly boiled Bok Choy over there. Where did I put my... Oh, it's still in the pan. The crunchy chicken. High quality crunchy chicken. We still had the parsley and the spring onions here. Maybe a little bit more rice for the missus. There you go. Little swag with a little egg. There you go. Some extra parsley. Lovely, guys. Nom 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 nom. Oh, the camera is like, give me some of that, and it falls into the fucking food. Look at that. The camera literally fell into the dish. Let's quickly give this to the missus. Misschien even met kookpapiertje die randjes schoonmaken. Even the camera was like, I want some of that, and fell into the plate. Yeah, just in case. Alright, now it's my turn. Where's my plate? What's up, Martin? How you doing, sir? Right, next plate. Thanks for tuning in, Martin. Some rice. Some stir-fried veggies with the sesame. And the soya sauce. Doing very good. I'm happy to hear that, Martin. I'm happy that you are doing good today. The crunchy chicken. I think I got more chicken than the missus. Definitely. Well, the chicken is good, guys. Nom, nom, nom. So this is less nicely decorated. This is like a big bowl of food. What we usually do around here is like, I give the first plate to my girlfriend, then she makes the photos for the social media from it, and then I enter the table, and then we start eating, you know. So the second plate is always like kind of fast. Let's do this fast. I need to eat because this is so delicious. Appreciate that, Martin. Thank you so much for the kind words. One more closer look here. So the Asian vegetables with sesame and soya sauce the own made crunchy chicken, some rice in there. We got a boiled egg, some spring onions and parsley, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy this a lot. I got myself the big plate hype. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making this, man. I said it earlier, like, oh, I understand people don't like cooking all that much. They don't want it to take too long, but I absolutely enjoyed myself so much making this. Just nice, just relaxing. It makes me relax, you know? And now it's time to enjoy it, you know? Gotta enjoy the food. The pleasure was all mine, dubbing. I'll talk to you tonight on the battlefield, Bayonet Friday. So can I have some like that right now? Everything I had is already on the plate. I only made for 2 persons, Martin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Martin. I'm sorry. I'm quickly gonna eat this, otherwise it gets cold and that would be a shame, you know. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm not gonna rate. I don't want to spend time on that right now. I just want to dig in as fast as I can. I'll be back later tonight with Bayonet Friday, as requested by dubbing. So I hope to see you guys there. I'm gonna go get stuff. Oh yeah, dubbing. He's happy. Do you have to get it yourself? Oh shit. Damn, Miss Dubbing. You're not going to the supermarket for him today on his birthday? Shit. Slaps. I'm slapping the missus for you, dubbing. Shit. Alright, without further ado, guys, take care, be safe, stay chicken. I'll talk to you guys next time. Be safe, guys. Be safe. Thank you, Martin. I'll talk to you later. Peace.